When you live in a community, you should fully fund your school district because that's part of your community, just like the roads, just like the parks, just like anything else in your community.
School district is really important when you're shopping, for a home, where you're going to raise your family. Schools are more than just education. Schools are a big part of the community. They offer all kinds of programs and services to not only the children of the community, but the adults. They offer all kinds of extra educational opportunities for parents, programs for kids after school, daycare type, other supplemental programs, summer programs, and all of those things are funded by the school budget, all those additional things. But very important to any community is to keep their schools in good shape.
You don't want kids not having resources in your community. You don't want kids having programs cut. You don't want kids without music. You don't want kids without art. You don't want kids that don't have sports, because then they're all over the community and it's going to turn into another problem. If you keep them engaged, if you keep supplying what you can for them through the schools, the whole community is better.
So when you don't fund your community, all right, your community is not operating at full capacity.
If people voted no on the budget, it would have a devastating effect for our districts on Long Island. It would impact our staffing, it would impact our ability to provide all of the services that we provide.
The idea of going back is in everybody's mind. We're already thinking about it, even though school year is not over. And we're gonna need a whole different kind of setup in the fall. We're gonna need more custodians. We're gonna need more supplies for the classrooms to keep them clean on a regular basis. We're gonna need just more of everything, including support systems for kids who have lost people during this time. We're gonna need probably more social workers and more psychologists to help those kinds of kids out, so it's important.
I miss the students. Part of why you become a teacher is the students. That just happened.
Definitely miss my kids more than I thought I would miss them, and definitely miss school more than I thought, just the interaction. But my students were like a vital part of my everyday, and so not having them right now is a tough thing. It's tough not being there for them.
I miss my students terribly. I can't wait to be back in my library.
Yeah, I do miss them, and I'm concerned about them for so many different reasons.
You become a teacher because you want to work with kids. Me, I'm a phys ed teacher, so I want kids to enjoy sports and physical activity as much as I do, you know what I mean? To have the same attitude towards all that. When I was growing up, loved playing all the sports I could, and we just try to recreate that for the kids.
I think the kids are very aware. They know what they left. And so if they're coming back to a school and because the school budget fails, staff is gone. Because the school budget fails, programs that they were scheduling for next year aren't there anymore. They're gonna realize that something happened. They're gonna realize that something changed and that they don't have what the class before them had.
See, a lot of people are receiving ballots that have not kept up with, anything current events as far as education. So it makes it very easy with the stamped envelope to return a vote when you may or may not be knowledgeable about what's going on in your district, what's at stake if the budget goes down. These are important things to consider. Some residents, some community members are very active, go to board meetings or follow on live stream, but not everyone is. Not everyone has a child in school, and people have to understand the importance of what we have at stake if a budget goes down.
The students in our district, some of them live on their own, they're homeless, they're supporting themselves, they're working and going to school at night. They're exhausted, they're frustrated, and now that's just magnified because of everything that's going on. Now a lot of kids are moving around, they don't know where their next meal is coming from, and as much as we provide food on a daily basis, this becomes more of a challenge now, because now they have to be able to get to our school to pick up their meals. They have, it just adds another level of support that if the budget goes down, I don't know how this will happen.
Yes, vote yes, so we can make kids enjoy being in school again. Experience all the things that you all experienced, all the parents experienced, all the people that would vote no experienced.